Well, it's facing a new direction. That's always a good start. If you see the exhaust there, the exhaust is on the car, sort of. It's kind of cobbled on there. The problem is it doesn't want to fit quite right. It's close, but not quite right. So I'm gonna take the car over to the exhaust shop. I actually got the car to drive. There's a few problems still. I used a used slave cylinder, and the slave cylinder uh, doesn't work great all the time. It works okay part of the time. So trying to shift gears is a bit of a trick right now because sometimes the clutch is engaged and sometimes it's not. So, but anyway, I'm gonna take the car over and have an exhaust shop tweak the exhaust, and then it'll be installed correctly. Anyway, so today the motor runs fine. I mean, I got good oil pressure still, and everything's fine. The transmission seems to shift pretty good. I had problems with the shifter itself. The shifter was giving me fits, and I ended up taking it apart, fiddling with it, and then I got it to work because I wasn't getting first, third, or fifth gear. It wasn't shifting far enough to engage those gears. Well, I thought it was the shift forks, and I was really ticked that I was going to have to go back into the trans, but it turned out to be the shifter itself wouldn't allow the car to shift into gear. Not the shifter stop, but the actual shifter itself. And it was my fault. It's not the manufacturer of the shifter. It was I had taken it apart once before and did not put it back together correctly. So it's not the shifter manufacturer's. It's my own fault. Anyway, so I'm working on it today, cleaning up the interior. I know it's tough to tell, but I actually got the heater control back together. Started wiping out some of the interior. Started vacuuming it out a little bit. And I can start working on this piece is at the shop, but I've actually found another one that's going to work a little better, that's less damaged than this one. I can start working on the hood, getting the hood straightened out. I'm going to replace I'll probably order today a slave cylinder for the new slave cylinder for it, and then I'll rebleed the brake or rebleed the clutch, and that should be good. So yeah, and I got to order a shift knob. So anyway, that's what's going on today. So yeah, it runs all right. And it looks pretty good. It's nice to be back on the ground. So yeah, it's really coming. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great Easter. Something else I want to touch base about is this wire cable here. The yellow and green stripe, the heavy yellow, heavy green stripe right there on the very ends. That's for the neutral safety switch. So if you want your car to start again after all this, either connect them together and you have no neutral safety switch, or you wire in a neutral safety switch down to the clutch pedal, which is what I'm going to do. And I also repaired the fuel line that was crushed, and that worked out really well. So anyway,